That is true.
No, if that is true, then it means that GES is one, a biased and a failed institution.
Why?
In the sense that if it is really true, and if it is really, really true, then why is that GES has recruited superhuman teachers for this institution, but then recruited extremely dumb teachers for other institutions? If they say all the teachers that they are giving out write an exam, write the test, then it means all teachers should be equal, and then they should be able to produce genuinely intelligent students.
So they should be able to teach everyone to be the same.
Perfect.
When I was in high school, I was definitely not thinking like Richlove of Nsein Secondary School.
When you put Ghana on a table, dissect its parts, open it up, you see that those people occupying big positions, they are the same people from those big institutions. And then they are the same people who steal, who are corrupt, stealing the money, stealing Ghana's money, building their own companies, and then they sit down and look for honest people to come and run it for them.
Bro, Goshes, they look for trouble. Goshes, you know the kind of content he does. He goes to high schools and interview people. So he went to Nsein Secondary School, inside senior high school, and then he interviewed one particular girl called Richlove. Bro, and ever since that interview, Richlove alongside Ghana Education Service and alongside NSMQ has been trending because Richlove has shared some unpopular thoughts about GES and NSMQ. Bro!
I tell people that I am a student of Nsein Senior High School. They say, what school is that? It's not popular. We've not seen it in science and math quiz. Why?
You're talking about science and math quiz. Gosh, let me ask you a question.
Tell me why. Don't ask me.
You see, the science and math quiz is a show.
Is that what?
It's a show. But then this school, my school, it is not for show.
It's just a simple question that she was asked, that why is it that her school doesn't appear on the National Science and Maths Quiz platform? And then she said what? Her school is not for shows, but the National Science and Maths Quiz platform is just for show.
Science and math quiz is a show.
Is that what?
It's a show. But then this school, my school, it is not for show.
Oh my goodness. Bro, she is trying to say that that particular show is just a TV production or a video production. It's just a production of content of any kind, just like United Showbiz, just like Showbiz 360, just like Issues Day on K3 Studios, and any other show. That particular NSMQ platform is just a show, and her school is not for show. That is something, when you think deep, it is like a whole lot of jab to every other secondary school who has always and year after year been rehearsing or be fighting to be on such a platform. She did not end there.
I'm surprised you of all people you're asking me such a question. As a noble of this institution, you should know that the main objective or the main aim of this school is to produce nobles to correct the mistakes that those science and math quiz people are.
Even what she asked actually means that the question Goshes asked be some dumb ass question, but we'll not even go there. Let's move on.
I'm surprised you of all people you're asking me such a question. As a noble of this institution, you should know that the main objective or the main aim of this school is to produce nobles to correct the mistakes that those science and math quiz people are doing.
Hey!
And this school is not meant for show, Charlie. I'm serious. It's not meant for show.
To correct what?
The mistakes.
That's what are doing.
That those science and math quiz, the people, they are doing.
To her, NSMQ is even creating more harm in the society that you can ever think of. And that the teachers of these schools that appear on the platform are not really the ones responsible for the intelligence of those kids.
Hey!
And this school is not meant for show, Charlie. I'm serious. It's not meant for show.
To correct what?
The mistakes.
That's what are doing.
That those science and math quiz, the people, they are doing, the harm they are creating to the country.
The schools.
Yeah.
They are creating science, harm with science and math. Why do you say that?
Let me explain so that you understand. You see, in such schools, they have students that are biologically good. In terms of academics, they are biologically endowed with the knowledge. It's their field.
Those people that go for the science and math.
Yes, it's not like the teachers that make them. They are brain, the mind they are like, it's in their blood, it's in their genes. So it's not somebody that forces them to do it, but then it's with them. They are born with it.
They are not the ones responsible for how brilliant the kids perform over there. To her, some of these kids are biologically wired like that. The thing just did in my DNA. So the teachers just pick these students, polish them small, add some touches, then they gamble with the students. This girl, they talk.
If you look at it clearly, then we can proudly say, I can boldly say and testify to the fact that if it is true, then it means that the teachers do not contribute to the success rate of the students. But if a school is fortunate enough to gain an academically endowed student, they pick that student up, add a little polishes, and then they gamble with the student.
For a show.
Yes. If they take you in, it works out perfect. If it doesn't, which school?
But when you think deep again, you realize that Charlie, the thing, if it be true, because we have all been in classrooms before, there are times that you know that there is this particular student, he doesn't learn, she doesn't learn, he doesn't worry so much about what will I do, but yet still when the examination comes, that student to pass, you figure say with you. Richlove is saying that people like that have been wired academically, so the thing they them are blood inside. So if teachers identify people like that, they just polish them some more, then send them there to go and gamble with them. That the word she used would shock me. She said they go there to gamble with the students. Hey, Charlie, she did not end there. Let's go on.
Those science and math people who feature in the competition, they are people who are already academically, they are wired academically, biologically. It is in their DNA.
Yes, but the school will not tell you such. The school will tell you that we have teachers that have prepared and trained our students for such courses.
That is true.
No, if that is true, then it means that GES is one, a biased and a failed institution.
Why?
In the sense that if it is really true, and if it is really true, then why is that GES has recruited superhuman teachers for this institution, but then recruited extremely dumb teachers for other institutions? If they say all the teachers that they are giving out write an exam, write the test, then it means all teachers should be equal, and then they should be able to produce genuinely intelligent students.
So they should be able to teach everyone to be the same.
Perfect.
This one weak me. She feels that if it is true, that the teachers are the ones actually responsible for the intelligence of these kids, then it means GES is a biased and a failed institution. Biased and a failed institution, because she doesn't understand why GES will recruit teachers like supernatural teachers to these schools and recruit very dumb teachers to other schools. Because if GES feels that these teachers that they are recruiting to different schools wrote the same exams and has passed the exams, why is it that teachers in other schools will be performing more than or better off than teachers in different schools? Why are they not all doing the same thing? It means GS is biased in a way that you intentionally they recruit good teachers to some schools, then they intentionally they recruit bad ones to some schools.
No, if that is true, then it means that GES is one, a biased and a failed institution.
Why?
In the sense that if it is really true, and if it is really true, then why is that GES has recruited superhuman teachers for this institution, but then recruited extremely dumb teachers for other institutions? If they say all the teachers that they are giving out write an exam, write the test, then it means all teachers should be equal, and then they should be able to produce genuinely intelligent students.
So they should be able to teach everyone to be the same.
Perfect.
Richlove, they set the internet ablaze. At this point, I don't know what you make of her submission. People say that she doesn't know what she's talking about, because there are people who go to the science and the math quiz platform and they perform well. Some get scholarships, some travel abroad to read whatever course they want to do. But when you listen to her submission properly, you realize that she is talking more of making a lot of let's say tangible or holistic impact in society than just chasing academics, books. You can chase the books. She's saying that last you go and end up in, let's say, a political position, and you'll be a corrupt politician and be looking for an honest person to run a business that you use your corrupt nature to build for you. This girl, man.
When you put Ghana on the table, dissect its parts, open it up, you see that those people occupying big positions, they are the same people from those big institutions. And then they are the same people who steal, who are corrupt, stealing the money, stealing Ghana's money, building their own companies, and then they sit down and look for honest people to come and run it for them.
This girl, man, at this point, I don't really know what to say about her submission. I don't want to pick a stand, because when you put her thoughts also on the table and dissect it, honestly, you'll find few points to criticize. Honestly, you'll find few points to criticize. But one thing I know is that I was not thinking this deep when I was in high school. No, bro. We are the stubborn boys at the back. We were not thinking this deep. I and my boys, they know themselves. Child, we're not Charlie. Now we what do they think about it's not be. In fact, if you come on a school, say we know you go even show for you, say where you go grant read this interview. No. We will get a time. But shout out to the girl, because she's a final year student. She'll be completing soon, and I think her teacher should be very proud of her. She should be proud of herself. Her parents should be proud of her, because if not for anything, her boldness, her submission, her confidence is something to recommend. Let me know what you make of her submission in the comment section. My name is Clusters. That is Richlove, going hard at GES and going hard at NSMQ, National Science and Maths Quiz, saying that it is just a show. It is not any extraordinary platform to make any impact in education system. It is just a show, and GES will be biased if it is actually true that they intentionally recruit some good teachers. You see, one thing that also moved me is that she said if you go to, let's say, pre-sec, and pick a random student and ask him or her certain questions, of course he will not be able to answer. But when the teachers speak for you, do you know why? Because the teachers are with the kids, so they know the ones that are wired naturally like that. So when they pick for you, a better.
Let's go into pre-sec. Let's randomly select a student and ask questions. You see, the student will be fumbling, but let the school authorities themselves pick out a student for you and ask the student. You see, you get exactly what you want. But if you randomly select, you see the difference.
Are you the school prefect?
No, I'm not the school prefect.
You are just a regular house prefect.
Charlie. But the school is making me.
But when you go and pick, because you don't know them, you're not familiar with them, the one you go pick, you are likely to pick the wrong one, and you go ask them simple question where then go flop. You bab. I was reading some comments on social media. People were saying that what does she mean by pre-sec and Prempeh? Those schools were built by colonial minds, and those schools were built is a Pentecost school. And
don't you have?
No. They won't come to this school, because in this very country we have institutions that were built by colonial minds that have all the required facilities
What
for learning. Institutions like pre-sec, Prempeh, those big institutions, those big names. But then, if
they were built by colonial minds,
yes,
as in what?
You see, they were not built by a black man who will not sow a seed that he will not live to reap.
When she said colonial minds, she know the means a colonial masters. She not talk say colonial masters. Colonial minds. She went to explain that like people who have been brainwashed, that like those schools are meant for some level of people, some level rated people. They colonize you. So it could mean that you are not that good, but you are there. Some people actually pay to be there. So some people that wouldn't even meet the standard, but they pay to be there. That is a colonial mind. Because you are made to believe that once you go to prep there, you'll be good student. Once you go to pre-sec there, you'll be good student. But it no be so. It be just brainwashing. That's what it means. Means say those schools were built by colonial masters. Just to say that very clear. My name is Clusters. Let me know your submission in the comment section. Side.